Yup, it's finally time for the long-term review of the Apple iPhone 17 Pro. I believe sobra na yung isang buwan para ma-appreciate mo yung full potential ng isang phone. And that is where I am now with the iPhone 17 Pro. Of course, we've fully talked about and covered the base iPhone 17, even the iPhone Air, and I think now is finally time for the iPhone 17 Pro. Sorry din pala kung wala ako nung 17 Pro Max to actually test the difference in terms of the battery life, although yung other specs niya, parehas na parehas lang po. So yun lang yung hindi ko masasabi sa inyo sa mga gustong bumili ng 17 Pro Max. And ngayon na mahigit isang buwan ko nang ginagamit tong phone na to, na-test ko na yung mga bago niyang features ng mas maigi. Gaya ng center stage niya, upgraded telephoto camera, the new A19 Pro, mas malinaw na sa akin kung gaano talaga ito nagper-perform. At syempre, to answer the question at the end of this video, if this is something I can really recommend. By the way, this deep blue iPhone 17 I have is from Beyond the Box, which is I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen on my TikTok. And I have to say, although hindi man ito yung pinaka gustong-gusto ng nakakarami, para sa akin, ito yung pinaka-paborito ko. If you're someone who upgrades your iPhone every year, I suggest you get it from Beyond the Box. It's one of the official distributor of Apple products. Tapos, when it comes pa to pre-order, maganda yung freebies nila at hindi lang yon, guaranteed pa. And from what I know, they also offer trade-ins. Ngayon, kung hindi pa kaya ng cash or kaya naman wala kayong credit card to use, there is another option to get the iPhone 17 series, and that is via home credit. You can get it for as low as 83 pesos per day. And this is available across authorized Apple retailers nationwide. Now, if you don't feel like getting an iPhone, pwede nyo ring itry yung bagong Great Double Zero Festival of Home Credit happening until December 31 of 2025. You can enjoy for as low as 0% interest and 0% down payment with up to 24 months of flexible payment terms. Aside from smartphones, you can also get appliances for as low as 25 pesos per day, laptops that are 50 pesos per day, o kaya naman smartphones and tablets that are 20 pesos per day. So if you want that, make sure you download the Home Credit app via App Store or Google Play Store or kaya naman sa Huawei App Gallery. Anyway, back to the full review. In terms of the quality and the look of the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, medyo controversial yung naging decision ni Apple, guys, to let go of titanium and to shift back to their unibody aluminum construction. Alam niyo, kung maaalala ko nga, pinagtatawanan ko pa dati kung gaano ka-obsessed si Apple with the term titanium. Pero medyo naguluhan lang ako with the pivot this year. Now, in terms of scratches, since this is a long-term review, this is how my iPhone 17 Pro looks like. I would say it is still pretty clean, but do take note for full transparency. I've had this phone since the time na nag-pick up ako ng unit ko sa Beyond the Box. So, around 2 weeks after I had the orange phone. So, I wouldn't say sobrang tagal kong nagamit yung deep blue. Anyway, alam kong marami ring viral articles and even videos about the scratches. Lalong-lalo na rin sa deep blue and orange. Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga phone na meron sila sa Apple stores. And from what I know, na clear na to ni Apple, and they did mention na halos color transfer yung nangyari. At kahit papalit-palit ako ng case, halos every other week, wala rin akong masyadong bangas na nakuha dito. I think the safest way for you to use your iPhone 17 Pro na hindi siya magagasgasan is to get a case that really cover your camera plateau. It's a very expensive phone, so gets ko kayo if you wanna do that. I can also link a few cases I can recommend. Anyway, bukod doon sa two-tone color design you noticed, para sa akin, mas nag-fine-tune pa yung itsura ng iPhone 17 Pro by them extending the camera compartment. I think mas symmetrical siyang tignan para sa akin. At the same time, kapag hinahawakan ko yung aluminum frame niya, I think mas natural din yung grip niya for me. So in terms of the look and even the durability, wala akong naging issue so far. At the same time, in terms of brightness, kahit na tirik yung araw, I've had a lot of travels the past few weeks. I went to sunny Hawaii, even to a very gloomy place like Paris. At syempre, kung saan ako nakatira, Philippines, a very tropical country, mainit. The display was able to hold up with whatever lighting condition was outside. So yeah, so far the display is really good to me, although I wouldn't say it is the best display I've tried this year. Marami pa rin ibang phones out there that can give you the best display resolution. But a huge percentage of demographics wouldn't really mind this. Now, how about value? Since meron ding existing Air sa lineup, and I did say on my review of this phone na okay naman siyang bilhin. Hindi man sobrang value for money, but it is something I would, again, consider if my work is not content creation. Totoo pa rin naman to hanggang ngayon, it is a great phone. Pero honestly, mas better value pa rin talaga syempre yung iPhone 17 Pro kumpara dito sa Air. And this is if you value design over anything else. If you want something very light and very thin, this is a great phone. But other than that, I think yun lang talaga yung compelling thing sa kanya. Anyway, let's talk about the cameras, which is, I think, also what you guys are waiting for. I've had a lot of sample shots and sample videos already, so tara tignan natin. Uulitin ko, this is a trio of 48 megapixel lens. Isang wide, isang ultra-wide, isang telephoto lens. At hindi lang yun, meron din tayong 80 megapixels na selfie camera. Hindi lang siya basta-basta ginawang square for aesthetic purposes ha. Ginawa talaga nila yan para makakuha ka ng portrait, horizontal, or vertical shots kahit hindi mo iniikot yung phone mismo. Which is convenient and something other brands cannot offer us. I think itong ganda ng selfie camera niya din yung hinahanap ko every time I had to transfer to an Android phone. Lalong-lalo na if you're also vain, and two, you love taking group photos, panalo. And you don't even have to get the 17 Pro just to get this. You can get the base iPhone 17 or even just by getting an Air. Anyway, what really stood out for me for the past few weeks is really the telephoto lens. Siya talaga yung pinaka nag-level up this year. From a 12 megapixels 5x telephoto, which is 120mm equivalent, nag-jump siya to a 48 megapixels 4x telephoto with a much more portrait-friendly 100mm focal length. I know what you're thinking, from 5x to 4x, it sounds like a downgrade. That is where you are wrong, at least for me ha. It is more flattering, mas natural looking, mas maganda for portraits in general. Bonus pa, mas mataas yung resolution ngayon. Pwede na rin siyang mag-sensor crop to give you optical quality 8x zoom. In total guys, up to 40x yung kaya niya digitally. But if you use the 8x doon sa focal length na meron tayo sa camera menu, optical equivalent pa rin naman siya. If you can see here yung mga 2x digital shots natin, again, hybrid crop lang to ha, pero para sa akin, solid pa rin yung output, very sharp. And of course, we have here the 4x zoom as expected, very crisp and clean dahil nga, again, optical siya. If there is something I realized with the cameras of the iPhone 17 Pro, especially with how great the cameras are with other Android devices. Grabe ngayon no, palabanan, pagandahan ng photography kit from Oppo to Vivo and even I think Xiaomi is releasing one. Pero hindi man siya kasing wild ng zoom ranges ng mga yun na na-mention ko. Personally, Apple is still doing great. Mas konti, mas quality, especially for taking videos. Even though I have really nice Android phones right now, I still keep coming back to this phone, lalong-lalo na if I needed to take a video for my YouTube channel. Lalong-lalo na pag social media, that is how good and great the optimization is with Apple devices. Anyway, let's talk about battery life. Again, this is the smaller phone, the smaller Pro. Medyo limited lang yung laki ng battery niya compared to the Pro Max. At syempre, mas maliit sa battery na meron yung mga US variants. This is not eSIM only. Sa Philippines, guys, ang binibenta sa atin, one physical SIM, and of course, eSIM. Actually, what Apple claimed for the 17 Pro is up to 31 hours of local video playback. Tapos 37 hours naman sa 17 Pro Max. Again, they never really disclose kung ano yung exact battery capacity. But since merong mga gumagawa ng teardown, dito natin nalalaman kung ano talaga. So last year, yung 16 Pro is 3,582 mAh. And then, the 17 Pro now has a 3,998 mAh. Kulang-kulang 4,000. At syempre, mas malaki yung mga eSIM variants ng 254 mAh. Still, kahit na hindi tayo eSIM variant, guys, mas maliit ng konti, I would still say maganda yung battery life na nakuha ko sa 17 Pro. But again, given that this is a new phone, isang buwan pa lang, okay pa yung battery health ko eh. for this 17 Pro specifically, pwede kayong gumamit ng mga charger or power bricks that is 40 watts and up. Well, pwede namang lower pero kasi why would you not use the full potential, right? This is the charger that I use. This is from Anker. Completely not sponsored. Binili ko to guys sa Shopee, but I will be linking it in case you guys are also interested. It has a display katulad ng power banks nila. Well, aside that it has a display, I like na itong mismong saksakan, you can use it on different angles. First time ko nakakita ng ganito, kaya nagustuhan ko siyang gamitin. Anyway, alam kong long-term review to, and in terms of my phone usage, ang hirap kasi you cannot really objectively measure the battery life. At syempre, dagdag mo rin habang tumatagal nag-iiba yung battery chemistry niya. At hindi lang yun, iba-iba rin tayo ng way of how we use our smartphone. Ako, pag ginagamit ko yung phone ko sagad-sagad, hindi ako masyadong worried when it comes to its battery health. Hindi ko rin masyadong binabantayan. Even way before na hindi pa ako tech creator, hindi ko rin talaga masyadong sinusunod yung ganito since I wanted to enjoy my phone fully. Again, we should be using it and not the other way around. Well, kung gusto mo ring bantayan, okay lang din naman. Again, kanya-kanya tayo kung paano natin gustong i-enjoy yung phone. But since hindi pa pumapasok dito yung battery degradation at hindi pa fully nakaka-kick in yung optimization routines ng phone, mahirap masabi kung gaano kaganda ang battery life ng isang phone ng isang buwan pa lang ginagamit. So kung may mga makita kayong results sa mga tech creators or mga website, yung mga results na yan more on best case scenario na lang talaga. So, the question is the iPhone 17 Pro really a nice phone? Actually, alam nyo, itong question na to, tricky yan. Depende yan kung saan ka nanggaling and what type of user you actually are. But honestly, with the iPhone 17 Pro, I appreciate it. Hindi kailangang i-trade off yung performance just to keep it compact. Again, same specs with the 17 Pro Max, just a little smaller battery. Yun lang talaga ang major differences nilang dalawa. So yes, if you want a premium phone that is pocket-friendly, even yung iPhone Air guys mas malaki than the iPhone 17 Pro. Although manipis yung Air, I wouldn't say it is pocket-friendly, at least sa mga jeans na meron ako. Performance-wise, and if me overheating ba ako naramdaman, actually guys, I'm very surprised dahil wala. Mas naramdaman ko pa yung pag-init sa Air kaysa dito sa 17 Pro. In terms of value for money, obviously, it isn't the same with the base iPhone 17. Ito pa rin talaga yung value for money phone that I can fully recommend. But that doesn't mean this phone is not worth getting. If you're coming from older iPhones, dito mo ma-appreciate kung gaano kaganda yung changes. Dito mo rin ma-appreciate kung gaano kasulit yung perang nilabas mo. Kasi syempre, mas naramdaman mo yung upgrades. Now, if you came from the 16 Pro, then that's where you might feel that it's not worth it. Bottom line, any phone you got 3 years and up, mararamdaman mo yung value ng pera na nilabas mo. And this doesn't just apply on the iPhone 17 Pro. Anyway, that's basically it. So far guys, again, I had no issue with the iPhone 17 Pro, at least with my daily use of it. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary and see you on our next video. Bye!